Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here today, and today we're going to switch a battery in a 2011 Suzuki Kizashi. So what we got to do is we're going to take our terminals off. Now, before you do this, if you have settings inside your car and you want to save them, for example, your radio, your presets, or maybe you have an aftermarket stereo and need to save your settings, go through, take pictures, do what you ever have to. Whatever you want to do. The other thing you can do is you can buy those little 12-volt plug-in things and you plug them into your cigarette lighter, and what they'll do is they'll keep your car's computer and your other electronics with a slight little bit of battery, so that way it'll still save it. We don't have one of those today, so we're not going to use that, and he doesn't have an aftermarket stereo or anything, so we're all good. So all we're going to do is take a 10 mil and we're going to loosen off your negative terminal, then you can tuck that in over there, and then we'll pull off the positive terminal. As you can see, our negative battery terminal is off, so just take it, tuck it in there, so that way it's not going to touch there. Then you can do this one without, don't even worry, you could be touching the body and touch this and you'll be fine. So once you do that and you have your post off, I've already screwed that off a little bit. We're just going to wiggle it a little bit, up and off. It's going to be off like this. Now that we know this is kind of over here to the side, you can even use the plastic if you want to separate it. Use your 10 mil, take this bracket off, and our battery should lift right out. I just literally slipped it back into the battery carriage. You have to, of course, go in on an angle like this. After it locks in and you press this in, you'll know it's right, because at first, if you've pushed it too far, you'll see that the battery will be on an angle and won't sit in here properly. Trust me, I had to wiggle it a couple times to get it in the right position. Once it got in there, just tie this back on with the 10 mils. Don't tighten it too tight. You don't want to crack the casing. And then after that, just do the caps one at a time. You just pull it up like so, then you can unwrap it, and then put your positive on first, and then do your negative last. And it's a success! So from here, if you live near the water like we do, we're in beautiful British Columbia here, as you know, what you're gonna wanna do is take some Vaseline, or you can get terminal rub, whatever you wanna use, but take some Vaseline, just smear it over the terminals. Because of that salt water in the air and stuff like that, it'll corrode your terminals very quickly if you don't do that. So just quickly take some Vaseline, throw it on, call it a day, go do your settings and stuff. Another thing, for if you're doing this on another car and you're just randomly watching this video, a big thing to remember to do is if you do this on like BMWs or other cars, some of them will ask you for a radio code. So make sure you have that radio code, or you buy that 12-volt device, so that way you can still access your radio. Otherwise, it'll ask you for a 4-digit code, and you might have to go to the dealer to get it. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out. Press like if it did, and subscribe for more.